Yeah. So, I traveled a lot around a lot to different masterminds and events and things to raise capital. And I would meet people
Yep.
along the way, a lot of different sponsors, and they would always ask for advice and say, "Gosh, you've got so much knowledge here. Can you help me out or can you consult
Yeah.
with me?" And I was like, "No, I can't now because I have a, full-time position." But then I thought about it and I was like, "Wait a minute, like where do these folks go? Right? Who do they hire that would help them on an individualized basis, help them implement these things for their firm with their specific avatars?" And there really was no clear answer. And so that's when I decided, you know what, let's just try it. I've got, I know a lot of people in the industry. There's clearly a niche here that isn't being filled, and I'm just going to try it out. And it's been really rewarding and fully booked since I launched, which has been awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. I was thinking about when you said, where do people go? And I could tell you it generally starts with a lawyer, and the lawyer has never raised capital. And then the lawyer tells you how to raise capital after, even though they have not raised capital before. And
Yes.
and then you're like kind of being like the attorneys we have are phenomenal, and but we're like the small fish in a big pond for them. And that they deal with big money, and like when we're just getting through the waters, is trying to figure out where we're going. It's like they're like, yeah, you shouldn't do that, and it's like, okay, what do we do? And then they're like, just not that, and you're like, okay, we won't do that. So
Right.
yeah,
Well, there's
so
so much education out
yeah,
there too that yeah, you have to have the time and interest to go down those rabbit hole and figure it all out and piece it together that makes sense for you. And that's the thing, people just don't have the time or they don't have the full investor relations team with experience to really kick that off with. So it's tough. Yeah.